Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be doing some operations on polynomials. First thing we're going to do is subtract two trinomials. Notice we have negative y squared minus 3y minus 5, subtracting negative 3y squared minus 7y plus 4. So whenever you see a minus sign in front of a polynomial in parentheses, distribute that, and you can think of it as distributing a negative 1. And distributing a negative 1 simply changes the sign. So if we write it without parentheses, notice we'll have a positive 3y squared, a positive 7y, and a minus 4. Now I'm going to rewrite the first one without parentheses. And now it's a matter of combining like terms. We have negative y squared, positive 3y squared, to make 2y squared. We have negative 3y, positive 7y, to make positive 4y. And we have a minus 5 and a minus 4 to make a minus 9. Final answer, 2y squared plus 4y minus 9. Notice you can't add or subtract like terms. They have to be the same variable, but they also have to be the same exponent. Let's try a multiplication problem, switching gears here a little bit. So we have 2x to the fourth yx times the 6x y squared z. And basically we will just multiply the terms accordingly. 2 times 6 is going to give us a 12. But pay attention to the x's. We have an x to the fourth, an x to the 1, and another x to the 1. This times this, this times this. X to the fourth, let me write these off to the side here. An x to the 1, an x to the fourth, and an x to the 1. What we do when you have like variables multiplying, simply add the exponents. This is going to give us x to the 6th. Let's look at the y's. We have y to the 1 times y squared. Y to the 1 times y squared gives us y to the 3rd. Notice there is nothing going on with the z, nothing to multiply, so we'll just leave that z to the 3rd. Final answer, 12x to the 6th, y to the 3rd, z to the 3rd. Here we have a distributive situation, and we're going to distribute negative 5 to the x to the 4th to negative 3x squared. The negative 5 and the negative 3 make a positive 15. X to the 4th, x to the 2nd makes an x to the 6th. That takes care of that term. Now we're going to distribute negative 5x to the 4th to 4x. Negative 5 times the positive 4 gives us a negative 20. X to the 4th, x to the 1 makes an x to the 5th. And then finally, let's distribute negative 5x to the 4th to the negative 2. And negative 5 times negative 2 is a positive 10. X to the 4th. Final answer, 15x to the 6th, negative 20x to the 5th, positive 10x to the 4th. So distributing here, we have numbers to deal with and also our variables and our exponents. Now, what we're going to talk about here is, it's asking a couple things here. We're going to figure out a binomial times a binomial. This 6p plus 2 squared, what that means is 6p plus 2 times itself. 6p plus 2 times 6p plus 2. Apparently it equals 36p squared plus bp plus 4. We're trying to figure out what was that b number going to be after distributing. Well, first things first, let's talk about this acronym called FOIL. FOIL is used when you have a binomial times another binomial. 6p times 6p is 36p squared. That's the f for the first terms. Notice those are the first terms in each binomial. Then you focus on the outside terms. 6p times 2, O for outside, 6p times 2 is simply 12p. Then we focus on the inside terms. 2 times 6p, 2 times 6p, another 12p. And finally, the last terms. 2 times 2, 4. All right, we have 36p squared. We have 12p. We have another 12p. And then we have a 4. All right, 12p plus 12p is 24p. That's the only like terms we have here. These two go together to make 24p, and then we have our final answer. 36p squared plus 24p plus 4. To answer the question, by the unknown value b here, obviously we see b to be 24. Hopefully you can see how that matches up here. We were looking for b. It's the number right next to p. It came out to be 24. All right, let's look at one more here. We are going to be multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. And please note that a binomial, 2 terms, times a trinomial, 3 terms, will yield 6 different terms after multiplying. Let's go through them one at a time. X times x squared, x to the 3rd. X times negative 2x, negative 2x squared. X times negative 6, negative 6x. Negative 5, we have to distribute that to all 3 terms. Negative 5 times x squared, negative 5x squared. Negative 5 times negative 2x, positive 10x. And finally, negative 5 times negative 6, positive 30. And if you count the terms here, notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms, which is what we expected, a binomial times a trinomial. But now we're going to look for terms that can combine together. Notice the negative 2x squared and the negative 5x squared. Those can combine to make negative 7x squared. Please note the negative 6x and the positive 10x. Those are like terms. They can combine to make positive 4x. We still have x to the 3rd, nothing happens there. We still have the 30, nothing happens there. Final answer, x to the 3rd minus 7x squared plus 4x plus 30. 4-term polynomial of degree 3 cubic. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope this helped.